In today's video, I will test a new indicator very similar to the one I tested in the last video to see its performance. I will test it over 3000 times on the 28 most common forex pairs, and then I will test it on a simple day trading strategy that you can follow. Stay tuned to see all the proven results. So, as usual, I'm on TradingView, which is the platform that I use to backtest every indicator and strategy. I will leave the link in the description. For the backtest process, I will use an algo that I created. I will perform it on the daily time frame, on the 28 most common forex pairs, and using in-sample data consisting of the years 2010 to 2014, 2016, 2018, and 2020. It's the same sample setup as in my previous videos, so in the end we can compare all indicators and strategies. For the day trading strategy, I will backtest it on the 30-minute time frame, but on 5 pairs, so it's easy for beginner traders. Let's now add our indicator, which is the Chandelier Exit indicator. I will use this one here by Everget. The settings that I will use are 22 for the ATR period and 3 for the ATR multiplier. Using this indicator is quite simple. Whenever the line changes direction from above the price to below it, it is considered a long signal, and whenever the opposite happens, it is considered a short signal. Also, when a long signal appears, the line changes to green, and when a short signal appears, it changes to red. Also, I am going to search for the ATR indicator, and I will use it with the default settings. I use the ATR indicator to place the stop losses and the take profits on every single trade. For stop losses, the value will always be 1.5 times the ATR pip value, and for take profits, 1 times the ATR pip value. I will now code the indicators. So, I just finished coding the indicators on my algo with the respective buy and sell orders. And another important point in my code is that it has an extra exit condition. Whenever the indicator gives a new signal before the previous one is closed, the algo will close the position that was already open and enter in the new one. Now, let's see if everything is okay in our code. Here, we have an example of a long signal. The algo considered the entry point after the closure of the signal candle given by the indicator. The stop loss value is 1.5 times the ATR pip value, in this case 1.5 times 67.1, which is 100.7 pips, and for the take profit the value is 1 times the ATR pip value, so 67.1 pips. This trade will be a profitable one. The take profit was it here. After that long signal, the strategy gave a short signal. The algo considered the entry point after the closure of the signal candle given by the indicator. The stop loss value is 1.5 times the ATR pip value, so 1.5 times 64.4, which is 96.6 pips. And for the take profit, the value is 1 times the ATR pip value, so 64.4 pips. This trade will be a profitable one too. The take profit was it here. As you can see, our algo is working correctly. The risk per trade that the algo will use is 2% in a bankroll of $100,000. The algo also correctly respects our in-sample data. The arrows that you see are the entries and exits from every trade signal. To point out the results, I will use the same Excel sheet I used in the last videos. I will now speed up this part of the video a little bit, but you can slow it down to see the results of every single pair. I see you in a bit. Here are the backtest results from our in-sample data, and we can see that after 3,862 trades, our Chandelier Exit indicator has an average win rate of 60.51% and a profit of 81.76%. So we can see that is a profitable indicator with a good win rate, but not the best one we have tested so far. The Super Trend indicator, which is very similar to this one, has a better win rate on the same data sample, but the Chandelier Exit performed well and gets a good placement on our ranking sheet. Let's now see the rules of our day trading strategy that we will apply on the 30-minute time frame. The main indicator will be the Chandelier Exit with the same settings, which are 22 and 3, and then I will add a zero leg LSMA with a period of 50, which will act as a baseline. When the price is above it, we will only look for long positions, and when the price is below it, we will only look for short positions. For the take profits and stop losses, the calculations will be exactly the same. For the backtest, I chose 5 random forex pairs covering all 8 major currencies, which are Canadian dollar Swiss franc, Euro GBP, GBP AUD, NZD USD, and USD JPY. The sample I will use is corresponding to the data for the year 2022. The reason I chose only 5 pairs is that on such small time frame it can be very difficult for many of you to pay attention to 28 pairs, so 5 is less stressful for you. Here we have an example of a long signal. The Chandelier Exit gave a buy signal and the price is above the baseline. The stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR pip value and the take profit is 1 times the ATR pip value. And here we have an example of a short signal. The indicator gave a sell signal and the price is below the baseline. The stop loss is again 1.5 times the ATR pip value and the take profit 1 times the ATR pip value. So as you can see, the strategy is super simple. Will the results be good? Let's start the backtest to find out. Here are the strategy's backtest results. The number of trades was about 3,600, the win rate was 60.34%, the profit was 103.25%, and the average of the max drawdown was about 23%. Since this is a result of a full year, we can conclude that this simple strategy, applied only on 5 pairs, gives an average profit per month of almost 9% using a risk of 2 and with an average of 300 trades per month. As I mentioned in other videos, always pay attention to the commissions your broker charges. If by chance you don't have expenses of this nature, count on an annual profit of 100% when using this strategy, which is very good. Always do your homework and practice the strategy well on a demo account before moving on to real money. I can also tell you a secret. This strategy works very well on the daily time frame. So for those who have less time available, I strongly advise you to test it under these conditions. And that's it. I hope you learned something from this video and don't forget to subscribe, share and like it to support me in bringing more content to you. Be well, thank you, bye bye.